Did you know that the Bible clearly points to a specific day as the Sabbath, the day of rest and worship? But here's the question. Which day is that? Is it Sunday, as many believe? Or is it something else entirely? In this video, we're going to explore the scriptures from the King James Version that answer this important question and dive into the origins of Sunday worship. Let's start with what the Bible says about the Sabbath. In the book of Genesis chapter 2 and verse 2, we read, "And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made." Genesis 2:2, KJV. From the very beginning, the seventh day of the week was set apart by God as a day of rest. It wasn't just a suggestion, it was part of God's creation. Fast forward to Exodus, where God gave his people a commandment, but it doesn't stop there. In the wilderness, God's instructions were very specific about the Sabbath. Fast forward to the New Testament, where Jesus himself affirmed the importance of the Sabbath. Now, some might point to the early church meeting on Sunday, but let's take a closer look. But what about Sunday worship? The switch wasn't biblical, but historical. In fact, Emperor Constantine, in the 4th century, officially made Sunday a day of worship, calling it the Day of the Sun. This was a shift from the biblical Sabbath to a day of worship linked to the sun god, blending church traditions with societal pressures. But here's something we must consider. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point, he is guilty of all. James 2 and verse 10, KJV. This reminds us that breaking any of God's commandments is a very serious matter. So, the Bible clearly points to the seventh day, Saturday, as the Sabbath day. Jesus honored it, the apostles observed it, and God himself established it as a day of rest from the very beginning. The question is, are we following the Bible's pattern, or have traditions and history led us astray? What do you think? Is Saturday the true Sabbath, or is there another reason Sunday is widely observed? Let's dive into these questions together. I encourage you to explore the scriptures for yourself and share this video with someone who might be seeking the truth. Hit the like button, subscribe, and join the conversation. Stay tuned for part 2 of Is Saturday the True Sabbath? Blessings.